Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, make sure you drop a subscription down below. Like I say, every video, we're growing so quickly all the time. So you might as well grow with us. You get 2 trading videos a day with other sort of content interspersed in there, like squad builders and pack openings. But yes, make sure you do that. And if you guys want to see how I do this stuff live, make sure you drop me a follow down below on Twitch. We do this, like, we stream every single day for at least 3-4 hours sometimes. Recently, it's been 5-6 hours. And people on streams are making a lot of coins because they're following and watching what I do. Making so many coins, it's ridiculous. So make sure if you want to come watch me live on Twitch, you just come and follow me down below. And there's a few of you that have come over and subscribed over there. Thank you so much for subscribing. It helps support the channel. If you guys didn't know, if you subscribe on my Twitch, which obviously helps to fund the channel itself, then you receive extra tickets into our giveaways. You get daily trading guides in terms of like flipping filters, all the filters you see in this video. So for example, this video I'll talk to you about in a minute, but essentially about mass bidding, I'll give you sort of I give them essentially every single filter you could possibly need to mass bid and make those coins on. They get weekly trading guides in terms of what to look out for the week, promo trading guides, all that sort of stuff included as part of Discord, as well as one-to-one help from me. So if you do want to drop a subscription, your first month is free with Twitch Prime. So come over to Twitch, drop it for free for the first month. You can cancel it after that, and you get access for 1 month at least. But yeah, so this video, lads, is those of you who watched yesterday morning's video was about how we sort of traded with Team of the Year. And I thought I'd go over something because I had a few messages this morning asking me about mass bidding and how mass bidding works. Now, there's different times it works differently, so I'll go over that in a minute. But one thing you have to know about mass bidding is EA do have a weird thing that if you mass bid the same player too much, then you can get like transfer ban for like an hour, 2 hours, or 12 hours, whatever it is. You'll get your account back and you can argue it with them. It is a bit ridiculous. I don't know why they do it. So make sure you're just changing your filters every now and then. There's nothing wrong with it. You can't get banned for it long term. But it is a bit ridiculous. But it's a really effective way to trade. I've only really started doing it recently because the market's been so heavy on what I do anyway. I don't need to worry about mass bidding. But I did it yesterday on the during the Team of the Year, and it worked out brilliantly for me. So I thought I'd have a little go this morning. So I'm going to explain to you that at the moment the market's quiet. I'm recording this at 10:23 in the morning. The market's very quiet at the moment, so there's very little I can pick up right now. This method is super effective, realistic, like a Pokemon game. It's super effective during lightning rounds and promo stuff like that, and whenever there's a lot of packs coming onto the market. So tonight, for example, when you'll see this in the morning on what do we see in the morning on? You'll see it on Wednesday morning. Tonight, when the lightning rounds come out, I think you're going to have the defenders at that point. This method will be really good. So what you want to do is, when the lightning rounds come out at 6 o'clock, you want to then go wait an hour at 7 o'clock when all the players that got listed are on bids. You want to bid on them. But we'll explain that in a second. So, what is mass bidding? Essentially, mass bidding is going to a filter. I'm going to show you the first filter which you guys can use. Again, don't all use the same filter. Think your own ones as well, because otherwise you'll be battling each other and you won't make as much as you can. But the NBS Pro League, for example, now you need to know roughly what cards sell for, but their silver centre backs don't usually sell for less than sort of 600-700 coins, give or take. 700, there's one for 500, and I'm going to buy this guy now because I'm pretty sure he sells for more than that, if I'm not mistaken. He's from ABBA Club. I'm pretty sure he sells for more than that normally, like 800. So we're listing for 800 or so. See, that's straight away. You can use League of Species trading as well. But look, so 700 quid is a minimum they sell for on this game, right? So what you want to do is you want to set your filter for nothing, just a standard like that, and you want to see what's on the market. Now, there are ways that you can basically sort of say max price, for example, is like 200, and you can do it this way, basically, right? Now, I wouldn't do that initially. I would get an idea of just flicking through to see what cards are selling for. The reason being is your mind will get an idea of what cards sell for. So if you look at all these cards here, I can flick through all these and go, okay, cool, let me go for 150 on each of these and just do it, right? But I like, when you're first doing it, to just leave it at that and see what cards are selling for. Because you may see cards, for example, that you know, if you do the filter, that actually sell for, like this Renato Chavez, I'm pretty sure he sells for, like, not that much at the moment, but he's quite expensive cards. You see him there. If you saw one on there for 1,000 coins, but he had a bid on him for like 300 coins, you had to buy him. Actually, I know he's profitable, so think about it like that. But you want to flick through and you just want to see. And what I do here is let's go max price. We'll do max price 200 because I know the market. They're all 150 here, right? I know they sell for about 150, so I can bid 150 on each of these. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bid about 300 on each of them. The reason I'm bidding 300 on each of them is purely because I'm going to go out soon, because I've got some errands to run and some stuff to sell from other business. By the way, if you want vintage clothing, I sell vintage clothing. But I'm going to go out soon, so I'm going to list on 300, and I want to make sure I'm making a profit, so I don't care if I don't win these. It's not the end of the world if I don't, but I'm just going to list them on 300, and I'm just going to see if they sell, if I get them. And I'll come back to them later on, when I get back, and I'll see if I get any. Now, as I was just showing you guys, the minimum they sell for 700. Now they've got a Colombian centre back in this league. Let's go Colombian, who sells for about 800 coins normally. Who he is? Let's get rid of that. About 800 coins normally. I think he's about 800. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Boom. 700 for Palamek there, right? So earlier on, I was just messing about the filter a little bit and seeing what I could do. And I picked up 2 of him for 250 and 350. Now, it's not masses, but I now know he's selling for 700 on the market. I can now take these guys and I can go, okay, cool. Let me flip them with no effort whatsoever. Just doing what I did. Let me flip them for 750. Once that 700's gone, they'll both sell for 750. So I list both those guys up. This guy as well. And I list him for 750 here. Probably even list him for 800 if I wanted to, because that 800 one will sell and that'll be fine. But I made myself profit there. So for example, there's another one here, Kazawa. Now I set myself a limit on Kazawa. I know he sold for 1700 coins. I want to make it worth my while. 1000 was my max. This guy went to 1000. I was like, okay, I'll leave it. This guy here, one of the ones I just bid on, someone's bid on. But I've got all these guys now sat here, right? There's Zimmerman, for example. I know right backs from Dusseldorf sell for, at the moment, around 5,500 coins, give or take. The market's fluctuating, but we've not been very silver heavy. So I've got him there. I'll probably go up to 3,500 and let him sit there. And if I get him, I get him. I don't. I don't really care. It's not the end of the world. But you mass bid on them and you just see what you're doing. So we'll remove the expired items. We'll do that. And we'll get rid of it. So I'll show you 2 now. So I'll show you Kazawa, which is a very, very good one. We've not bid on another one. Which one we not bid on? Oh, Ben Lambry. So we'll go from again. I know that Ben Lambry's also about 1,000 coins, so that might go a little bit higher. So I know my market, but I know the market. But we'll show you some more of them, for example. Right, centre-backs in League Serie A. They sell, the minimum you usually get for is about 700 coins, give or take. 750 at the moment. For that Golden Eagle there, right? So that's usually what they sell for in terms of golds as well. About 800 at the moment, give or take. So again, what am I going to do? I'm going to go here. Now for you guys, I'd say just do that. Learn what cards sell for and see if you can get any that you can pick up. But for me, I know the market. So I'm going to go max price, 200. And we'll see what comes up. So we've got loads of silver centre-backs here that are all going for like this amount of coins. So I know there's none on the market whatsoever for less than 700 coins that aren't gold. So we're going to go and do this now and put bids on all of them. So I know that these Hellas Verona guys sell about 3k each normally. So I'm going to go here to do this. And if I'm sitting here, I will just sit there and spam it out and see what happens. If I'm not sitting here, I won't bother. Now if I want to go gold, what I'm going to do is max 400 gold. You can do 350, but I usually go 400, it's about right. And again, you just want to max bid again. You want to sit there and go, okay, cool, let me see what I can look at. See if any of these come in. You might get 9, that's all. But that's the pattern, hasn't got bid in it yet. That small hasn't got bid in it yet. And again, if you know the market, now I know Smalling sells for about, give or take, 14 to 1,600 coins, depending on when it is. I could put in him for 800 and just see what happens there. But I'll sit there, spam these out for a little bit, and I'll then move on to my next filter. So I'm going to try not to get banned. If you get banned, contact EA's support and they'll help you out. But you shouldn't get banned. I've not been banned for it yet, but a couple of people I know have been. That's Serie A. Another one that's quite good is Bundesliga for centre-backs as well. Let's just reset that filter. I think last check I saw earlier on, there were about 600-700 coins, give or take. Yeah, 600 coins. Looking at 550 there for lane cam, which is actually quite cheap. What do you think we sell for? Should we sell some more of that? 550 for him is quite cheap. You can make profit from him straight away. But give or take, sort of 700 coins is the max minimum to sell for. So again, what you want to do is set max price. And this is good as well for the flipping of them. So if you get them, you can flip them when cards come out. But let's say, actually, let's go down to 350. See if we can see if we get any for 350. Yeah, cool. So Heinz there, 350. And we'll do the same thing again. We're just going to bid on a few of them and just see if they come in. If they come in brilliantly, if they don't, then not in the world. It's Stasic, I know he sells normally. And you must bid, and you just sit there and work out, right, how I'm going to do it. So I've given you centre-backs in Serie A, centre-backs in Bundesliga, centre-backs silver from the MBS Pro League, Kazawa's one. But other ones, like, for example, you guys know I give you filters. Use a League SBC filters to give you all the sniping filters. Argentinian left-back. So what's the guy that we normally go for? Mas is his name, isn't it? Mas. It's like Emmanuel Mas or something like that. Emmanuel Mas, that's his name. Right. So you want to just keep him off, see what it does. At the moment, he's selling for about 1,500 is what I've been seeing recently, right? So again, you just want to see if you can get any of him for not on bid. Nearest bids are here. And again, I'm just going to sit here and spam out all of them here. And I might get none of these. I might get none, but I can sit here for a little bit and do it if I want to do it. But I'm going to go out soon. I'm going to spam out the bids and just see what I get. So now, the best way that I can explain to you now is, I'm sitting doing this when the market is dead. It's the middle of the day in the UK. No one's going to be really sitting there doing these filters whatsoever. It's irrelevant or listing these players up. Lightning round. So, for example, tonight, let's say, for example, tonight we finally get that flashback Marcelo and Casemiro's are coming onto the market. You can snipe them. So the way you mix this with your other trading is you snipe from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You snipe. At 7, actually about quarter to 7, the market comes round. So all the people that packed him and just listed up with a no minimum on him will come round. You can go, okay, cool. I know I've been sniping him and he's selling for 22k. I now know I can bid on him up to about 18k make profit. And that's what I was doing last night, my Sules and my Rakitiches. I was bidding on. So I'll show you last night the ones I was bidding on, in case you haven't seen the video yet. But that's transfers, we don't want that. We want these ones here. I was sitting there last night bidding on, why am I keep getting this wrong? This is ridiculous. On the cards to get them lower than they were. So, for example, I bid on the companies like these Maguires. So this Maguire here was 12,000 coins, which I think is quite cheap for him at the moment. 11,750 for that Maguire. He will eventually go up. The Rakitiches I've got 11,000 coins on bid. 13,000 coins on bid. He was going for that 15. 11,000 coins on bid. These Kadiras, 1,100 coins on bid. 800 coins on bid. And so we come round. People aren't focusing on that because people are doing other stuff on the market. So you get a chance to do it. And think about it. That Rakitic for 11,000 coins. If an SBC comes out and he goes to 18, I'm making about 5,000 coins profit on that Rakitic alone. And I'm going to do it again tonight. I'm going to sit there and bid on them tonight. And bidding, I think, is more effective in these lightning rounds than actually sniping. It saves you time. It saves you doing stuff. If we go look at the ones that have gone onto it, some of them have been like I've been outbid on. So if you look at these guys here, for example, this for Smalling. These ones that I sort of just stopped looking at. We'll look at this Zapata. Just Smalling again. We'll bid on this one. We'll just see if we can get. I'll see if I get any of these after the video, but I don't know. We might not get any. But we'll clear the ones off trade pile. For example, this guy for 400. We know there was none on the market. So these people that pick these up have made profit. You've got to be more hot on it than I am, but that's how you do it, essentially. I don't care that I didn't get all of them. It's not the end of the world. But you just bid on them as much as you can. Try and pick them up if you can get them for anywhere there. But it's a pattern, for example, 600 coins. I don't really know what this guy sells for. I think it's about 900, 1,000 coins. But for no effort whatsoever. We'll come back onto that in a second once it's come on. We'll just check what he sells for. If we go to him, like not Wikipedia yet, cheers, thanks a lot, game. So now if we go to him and we compare price of him, 600 coins, 1,000 coins. So it's about 1,000 coins, give or take, right? Probably about 800, 900. I'll list him up for about that. He should sell. Now it's not massive profit, it is a massive profit, but it's profit. And it's stuff, it's other ways of doing it, sitting there going, okay, cool. How else can I best make coins? And it's super, even way more effective on high-rated cards in lightning rounds. Go and do it tonight. I promise you you'll make profit. Check what Rakitic are selling for at the time. Verratti, Di Maria, Pjanic, Bonucci. Check what they're selling for at the time. Bid up to like maybe 3/4 of their price and you will win some without a doubt, like I did last night, and you'll make big profit. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, please don't forget to drop a subscription and come and follow me on Twitch. We'll be watching it while we do this all live. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.